So, Mildred Hayes, why did you put up these billboards?
My daughter Angela was murdered 7 months ago. It seems to me the police department is too busy torturing black folks to solve actual crime.
The hell is this?
Dixon, I'm in the middle of my goddamn Easter dinner. Sorry, kids.
I know, Chief, but I think we got kind of a problem.
Sunshine beating on a good time.
I'd do anything to catch your daughter's killer. I don't think those billboards is very fair.
The time it took you to get out here whining like a bitch, Willoughby. Some other poor girl's probably out there being butchered right now.
Hello, welcome to What the Flick. I am Christy, this is Alonzo. So we are heading into award season. It's coming, like Christmas, award season is coming, whether you want it to or not.
You can't stop it.
We like award season around here, and so we get to see amazing stuff like 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which Alonzo will describe to you.
Yes, the latest film from Martin McDonagh, the guy who gave us In Bruges and 7 Psychopaths, stars Frances McDormand. She is a single mom in a small town in Missouri and notices there are 3 unused billboards on a barely traveled road outside of town, and she rents them out to call out the local law enforcement for not having done a good enough job investigating the brutal murder of her daughter. This complicates things in the small town, particularly with Sheriff Woody Harrelson and his deputy Sam Rockwell. And yeah, it's brutal and funny and dark and sad and really great. Take a look.
You know, if you hadn't stopped coming to church, you'd have a little bit more understanding of people's feelings.
All this anger, man, it just begets greater anger.
In 3, 2, 1. And as sad as the spectacle of these billboards might be, this reporter, for one, hopes this finally puts an end to the strange saga of the 3 billboards outside.
This doesn't put an
Ebbing,
end to
Missouri.
shit, you fucking retard. This is just a fucking start. Why don't you put that on your Good Morning Missouri fucking wake up broadcast, bitch?
Yeah, you know, this is a movie where what I like about McDonagh's stuff is that he does not care about the traditional rhythms of a film, about when you learn things about characters or how stories are supposed to progress or how people are supposed to, hit this beat or that, twist or whatever. And this one moves along in this sort of very untidy version of what real life feels like. And it has some larger than life aspects to it, but also some very kind of recognizable ones as well.
Untidy and yet like consistently sharply written.
Yes.
Like you wish you were this clever all the time.
Yes.
But it's not so clever that it takes you out of the moment or takes you out of these characters.
It becomes capital D dialogue.
Yeah, it's not like it's Dawson's Creek all the time. But I also love, beyond the untidiness of the narrative structure, the untidiness of the characters, and that they are complex and they are flawed, and they don't reach redemptive moments necessarily like you might expect. And I don't think he cares if you like his characters, as long as you find them interesting and you want to watch them.
And the best of them have their flaws, and the worst of them have their moments of redemption.
Yeah, no, and it's amazing as going along, like this cast is like this murderer's row of like amazing supporting actors. It's like longtime character actors, John Hawkes and Lucas Hedges and Woody Harrelson, Peter Dinklage. Like, oh my God, now there's Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, Brendan Sexton III, who I haven't seen in a while.
Caleb Landry Jones.
Yeah.
And so it's amazing, and each of them feels like a fully realized person, and they get a chance to shine. Zelko
Ivanek,
who I totally thought was Michael Kelly for a big majority.
Oh, no.
They look a lot alike. But yeah, and so people are profane, but never in a way that's like shocking or wrong. It never feels out of place or out of character. It's just, it's funny. It's
yeah,
funny.
I mean, and with some exceptions, it's even the kind of thing of, these are people who have lived their lives in this small town, and even the people they hate, they know they're sort of stuck with. And so they can only be a certain level of awful to them. Although there are obviously moments where they go beyond those boundaries, and even then, people who might be on the side of the transgressor are like, hey, that's a little much.
Now you've gone too far.
Yeah.
So we got to talk about how amazing Frances McDormand is.
Holy shit!
This is an incredible showcase for everything that she does so well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this was written for her, but
like
she inhabits it as though it were.
Yeah, I mean, definitely like Marge Gunderson taken to an extreme in a lot of ways, given like that she can imbue a character like this with humanity and decency and like her own code,
Yeah.
but she also takes no shit from anybody ever.
No,
and is totally in command at all times.
And righteous fury can be really tiresome as a character, motivation. But she is so determined to seek what she perceives to be justice, no matter the toll that it takes on her son, on the other people in the town, on whatever. And this movie is dark and complicated and funny, and everybody needs to see it.
Yeah, fascinating, tough mix of like folksy and edgy, because it's this small town full of weirdo, oddball characters, but it's not lulling you in any way into like, oh, it's not Northern Exposure. It's not like,
Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, where everyone's like adorably weird. It's like, no, sometimes they're assholes.
And this this is not a spoiler, but I'm going to say this movie gives you the ending you think you want and then makes you wonder if you really wanted it.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily go where you expect it will, and that is part of its charm as well. So what is your number then, my friend?
I know.
You said 9.3.
9.3.
Is that what you want to stay with?
No, I'm going to go with that.
Okay, I'm going to say 9. We're at 9.2 is our number. Is at 95% on the tomato meter. Is it just New York and LA this weekend? Do you know? Okay, and it'll probably be trickling out to the outside world, but definitely a performance or probably also a screenplay that will be in the awards.
A couple performances, I think.
You think so?
I think.
Okay, hopefully. Bye.